If you've been feeling drained, irritated, or like your energy is being pulled in every direction, this video is your wake up call. I'm going to show you exactly how to protect your peace and stop giving your power away. Because this is no longer about luxury, it's survival. We're going to go right into it, and number one is recognize energy vampires. There's some things that other persons may be able to tolerate that you just can't. And I'm talking about persons that constantly complain. And this does not mean, okay, something bad is happening and they're just venting, or you guys are just talking about something that is happening. I'm talking about persons in where no matter what happens, no matter how much someone else is trying, no matter how much you try to please them, they will always find something to talk about and they will always find something to complain about. I didn't realize how much my energy was being drained until I was actually in the environment of a person that was constantly complaining. And I experienced this on my last job. Normally, if it is we're working on a weekend or if it is we're working on a Sunday, the company would order lunch for the workers. And what the company usually did was send out a poll or a survey or just a blank paper. Everyone would write down the things they like, what it is they wanted us to try ordering for them, the things they wanted to eat on a Sunday. And the choices range from homemade food to straight up junk food. So every Sunday we would switch it up. Every Sunday. One Sunday will be homemade food, another Sunday junk food, another Sunday something else. And I swear to God, there was a handful of persons, no matter what you ordered for them to eat, they would find something wrong with the food. Being around people like that is going to drain you no matter how you look at it. This could also apply towards toxic friends, persons that always have something to complain about, persons that are so unhappy within themselves that they find it so difficult to say something nice about another person. Every time they see somebody else, they have something negative to say. I'm that one friend in the group that if I see someone, the first thing I'm gonna say is, oh, I love her dress. Oh my gosh, her hair looks so pretty. Oh my gosh, she has such beautiful skin. And I had someone tell me one time, I love that you do that. I love that every time you see someone, or no matter what, you always will find something positive to say. Because I was going to say something completely different. And I realized that this is just how that person was. I've never actually heard this person compliment someone full out. It's either they would say, you look nice, but you could have done this different. You look good, but I would have done this differently. It's never, you look good, full stop. It was always something added to take away from the initial compliment that was given. And personally, I don't want to be around people like that, and I don't want you to be around people like that either. Another thing that you may not realize is draining your energy is doom scrolling on social media. Because I don't know if you notice, but no matter how much you try to curate your Instagram page, your TikTok page, these algorithms are always going to try to push something to see if you would take the bait and start following that particular topic. You could have, for example, an entire page full of traditional homemaking or cottagecore vibes or coquette vibes, and yet there might be something, maybe one or two videos or posts that sole purpose is to see whether you take the bait, and sometimes just aren't in the mental space to be able to recognize that this particular post is bait. And so what we find ourselves doing, or what actually happens, is that even if we don't interact with the bait posts, sometimes you find that even on the posts that we genuinely enjoy, you look in the comment section and there's a group of persons that are just finding everything wrong with this particular post. Doesn't mean that there's actually anything wrong with the post, but there will always be a group of people that will find something wrong with the post. And after 30 minutes to 1 hour to an hour and a half of scrolling through comments like this, you find that you just get so tired. It's like you don't want to do anything, and the voice in your head is starting to sound so pessimistic. And then you take that into your daily life because you're spending your entire day doom scrolling, and as a result of your doom scrolling, you're reading comments that are trolling or rage baiting. Initially your thoughts are just going to be negative, even if it's something that you do enjoy. So try to cut out these things, because these are some energy vampires. Number 2, set boundaries without guilt. I'm gonna give you a quote that changed and rewired my mind when it came to setting boundaries, and it is that saying no seems hard until you realize what you're actually saying yes to. So you may think, oh my gosh, if it is I say no to this person or to this event or to this outing, these people are gonna think that something is wrong with me. They're gonna think that I'm like weird or whatever it may be. But when you realize that you're actually saying yes to your own peace, you're actually saying yes to your own space, you're saying yes to your mental health and keeping your mental health in check, it becomes easier to say no to persons. No, I don't want to go there. No, I don't want to eat that. No, I don't want to be around this person. All of that simply means yes, I am in a space where I am protecting myself, and I know that if I indulge in this particular thing, it is going to drain me. Therefore, I'm setting a boundary and I'm saying no. And no is a full sentence. You do not have to over-explain. You do not have to overthink. You do not have to ramble and rant on why you said no. You said no. Let's move on from there. The third thing is do a daily energy ritual. Some of my personal energy rituals is when I wake up in the morning and I would do like a 5-minute stretch. It doesn't necessarily have to be curated. I don't necessarily have to put on a YouTube video or anything to follow along. If that's what you want to do, that works as well. I did that in the beginning as well. But I have about 4 to 5 different stretches that I will do on a daily basis that just opens me up and helps me to breathe and makes me feel so grounded and gets me ready for the day. It doesn't matter if you have to get up and roll out a mat in your living room, or as soon as you wake up, you stay right on your bed and you do a couple stretches. You stretch your neck, you stretch your arms, you stretch your legs, you do a little twist to stretch your back. All of these things are really good stretches that you can try in the morning to start grounding you and getting you ready for the day ahead. Second thing, pray. I have found that praying really calms me down, or just the notion of speaking to yourself in a calm and positive way through prayer, or it could be through affirmations. I have this. I'm going to be just fine. Everything is working out for me. Everything that I have set out to achieve, I will achieve. This is just one day. This is just one chapter. This is just one moment. This too will pass. Speaking to yourself like this often could actually be super helpful in guarding your mind and blocking off anything that may be trying to get into that fortress that you're building for yourself. And the third part of my daily energy cleanse is the shower that I take at the end of the day. I like to go into the shower and lather up the soap that I'm using, like lather it real good on my exfoliating glove. And as I'm scrubbing my skin with my glove or my net or my rag or whatever it may be, I'm picturing all of the things that have happened throughout the day, or all of the dirty feelings that I have had. I'm picturing all of that dirt, and I'm picturing, like, I see it as a cloud of black muck. I'm picturing myself chipping away at it. and scrubbing it off, and as I head underneath the shower, I'm picturing all of that washing away from me. From my head straight down to my toes, I picture it washing away from me. And what helps me as well is the actual lather that washes off of your body. I say that is actually the muck, even though my eyes can't see it. That is it. That is all of my negative feelings. That is all of my negative experience. That is everything that has happened today that I was not happy with or that may have drained me. That actual lava that I see washing down the drain is all of that being washed off of me. And so when I step out of the shower afterwards, I step out as a clean, refreshed, and new person. So these are just a couple of the things that I do. If you resonated with any of these, don't be afraid to subscribe because I post videos like this quite often. I'll see you in my next video.